Live at 4, this is 13 News Now.
Well, the weekend rain stuck around today, giving us a wet start to the work week.
But the warm didn't last long, with the temperatures falling all day. Welcome to 13 News Now at 4 o'clock. I'm Regina Mobley. And Janet Roach is joining us. The rain will be moving out, but things will get much colder. Let's check it now with Evan.
That's right. If you were outside earlier today, you felt that front move through as temperatures dropped about 16 degrees in the course of an hour. And now we're tracking just a few light showers around, a little bit more moderate rain right now moving through parts of northern James City County. But it's setting everything in motion. You can see that front as it worked its way off towards the south. Notice how the main batch of rain is moving west to east, but there's this line right through there pushing southward. That's the cold front that went through just around midday, bringing in that dramatic drop in temperatures. We still have the cloudy skies and a few showers around, and that will remain with us here as we go through the next several hours. But look at these temperatures again, down significantly from this time yesterday when we were up into the 70s. Now we're in the 40s, 42 degrees at Norfolk International Airport, 46 Williamsburg, 44 Melfa, 46 in Edenton. Fairly uniform across the area because of the clouds and the rain. But if you have evening plans, we're still going to have the cloudy skies. An isolated shower or two in a few spots, like we're seeing the cloudy skies now, but the temperature's pretty much holding steady right around 42, 43 degrees. And notice those rainfall chances will be going down just a little bit, just a few isolated showers tonight and tomorrow. But more big swings in the 7-day forecast. We're talking about 40-degree temperature drops. We're talking about highs in the 30s, highs in the 70s. I'll have much more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Evan. We have breaking news out of Virginia Beach. A school bus crash is blocking traffic near Mount Trashmore. The wreck happened at South Independence Boulevard and Edwin Drive. That is where we find 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd. Robert, what happened?
Well, Regina and Janet, this crash happened about an hour ago or so, and for that whole period of time, many of the lanes here on South Independence Boulevard were blocked off, creating a huge traffic jam. However, I can report, as you can see right now, in the last 10 minutes or so, all lanes here on South Independence have been reopened. For those of you who don't know this area, this is right across the street from Mount Trashmore. Once again, all traffic moving at a regular pace right now. Now, here's what happened. We're being told by police that a school bus carrying students from the school CSEP crashed into at least 2 other cars. We saw those cars being towed away. Both of those cars, one SUV, one a regular sedan, had quite a lot of front end damage. The good news is we're told that out of all the people involved in this, no major injuries, but 7 people were taken to the hospital, 3 adults and 4 students on board that bus. But once again, we can't emphasize enough, no major injuries. All the injuries are considered minor. Now, we reached out to CSEP to find out more about these students, where they're coming from, as far as how many students were on the bus, the ages of the students. So far, they have not gotten back to us, but if we do get that information, we'll bring it to you. But once again, 7 people taken to the hospital, 3 adults, 4 students, all minor injuries. Live in Virginia Beach, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.
New information in a strange story out of Newport News. We're learning more about the body found in a home in Denby this weekend. Investigators believe the person found at the Mulberry Village apartment complex had been there for years. 13 News Now reporter Megan Puryear has followed the story since it broke, and she's live with the latest.
Janet, now at this scene, we're here at Mulberry Village, and this is the complex where a body was rolled out on Saturday morning. Newport News police are telling us that there's no foul play in this case, but that body was there for a number of years. Now, police got the call because they got a tip from a man who was worried about the welfare of his neighbor, and he called in. When they got inside, they found the body of a man in his late 60s. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified said she doesn't understand how this death went unnoticed.
Possibly being paid on auto pay, but what about his mail piling up? What happened with that? How was he paying his association fees? You know, had they not received a payment in years, and how as a community do we not reach out and check on that?
Still a lot of unanswered questions. Live in Newport News, Megan Puryear, 13 News Now.
A Virginia Beach neighborhood is mourning the loss of a neighbor after he died in a car crash. The crash happened Saturday morning on I-95 in Spotsylvania County. Police say Muhammad Khalil's car lost control and went off the road. When it got back onto the highway, the car was hit by a tractor trailer. Khalil died after being taken to a hospital. 2 young children and a woman were also hurt in the crash. People in the man's neighborhood near Witch Duck and Virginia Beach Boulevard say he will be missed.
He was a good guy, but that's life. and this is tragic. Well, we're going to miss him around here because everybody know him.
We are still waiting to hear from state police about the condition of the 3 others involved in the accident. So far, their relationship to Khalil has not been confirmed.
A Portsmouth man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for killing his own cousin. Today, a judge sentenced Rufus Dillard to life plus 13 years. A jury convicted him of shooting Terrence Johnson in 2016. Investigators say Dillard and Johnson got into a fight, and that's when Dillard shot Johnson several times. Police say they arrested Dillard after he allegedly bragged about the shooting to another person.
New information dealing with the economy. That bipartisan budget deal reached last week on Capitol Hill will pay big dividends to the Navy, which can have a big impact here in Hampton Roads. The $716 billion fiscal year 2019 defense budget seeks 24 new Super Hornet fighter jets. Additionally, the Navy has submitted a request to increase from 2 to 3 the number of new Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers. Overall, the fleet would grow by 10 ships. Now, on manpower, the Navy would grow from 318,000 active duty personnel to 335,000. And on compensation, active duty members would get a 2.6% pay raise, the largest in 9 years. It is all part of the Pentagon's new National Defense Strategy.
The current NDS states interstate strategic competition and not terrorism is now the primary concern in U.S. national security and directs departments to build a lethal joint force sufficient to sustain American influence and ensure favorable balances of power that safeguard the free and open international order.
National leaders now have until March 23rd to allocate the money called for in the budget. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we will hear from a member of the House Appropriations Subcommittee, 2nd District Congressman Scott Taylor.
A lot of students started the year with an extended break because of several snow days, but now it's time to make up that missed class time. Today, Virginia Beach City Public Schools started extended days. 13 News Now reporter Elise Brown explains.
If getting up on a rainy Monday isn't hard enough, what about being at school a little earlier?
I was like, okay, we got time. It's like, oh no, we gotta go, hurry. But we'll get used to it.
So this is what's going on. Virginia Beach Public Schools added 15 minutes to the school day. The new schedule kicks off today and runs through May 4th. It's to help make up for snow days.
I don't know. I don't see the point in it.
And I think it's a great idea.
Elementary and high schools add 15 minutes to the end of the day. Middle schoolers, well, they'll need to be up and at 'em a little bit earlier. School for them starts 5 minutes earlier with 10 minutes added to the end of the day. Mark Horak's son goes to Independence Middle.
The bus is always late 10 minutes anyway, so they're not going to get the 5-minute part. And it's late getting home, so he's going to get home after dark every day.
The added time makes up for 4 missed school days. To also help cover, in January, the district waived 1 snow day and used a staff day. Plus, students will go to school on President's Day. Colleen Short's granddaughter is a student at Independence Middle School.
It keeps them with their regular routine. They still get their spring breaks, which they deserve, and it doesn't extend on to the end of the year. By the end of the year, they're done, they're tired, they're ready.
Let's just hope Mother Nature doesn't rear her ugly head again. In Virginia Beach, Elise Brown, 13 News Now.
Yeah, let's hope. All right. Time is ticking if you want to apply for help with the Midtown and downtown tunnel tolls. Here's a live look inside the downtown tunnel. There's a relief program, but the deadline to apply is Thursday. If you live in Norfolk or Portsmouth and make less than $30,000 a year, you may qualify to get a discount on some of your trips through the tunnel. And to apply, you have to go to an Easy Pass customer service center with proof of residency and income.
Tonight, the Virginia Aquarium is investigating a whale's death after it washed ashore on the eastern shore. It was found beached at the Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge. This is a picture showing scientists examining the remains. Right now, it is not clear what happened to the animal, but experts say whales washing ashore isn't necessarily unusual this time of year. Last winter, 4 whales washed ashore in Chincoteague, Virginia Beach, in the Chesapeake Bay near the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and at Cape Charles.